Hey family, welcome back to Bible Verse Light. I don't know how you found this video today. Maybe you were scrolling, maybe you clicked out of frustration, maybe you just needed something, anything, to calm your heart. But whoever you are, let me say this first. You're tired, aren't you? Not just physically, not just emotionally, but deep in your soul. Tired of pretending you're okay. Tired of being the strong one. Tired of always holding everything together for everybody else. Tired of showing up even when nobody checks on you. You smile, you function, you keep going, but inside, you're exhausted in ways you can't even explain. And you know what? I get it. I've been there. You reached a point where you're asking, God, how much longer? When is something going to change? Stay with me. For the next few minutes, let's talk, heart to heart, about what God does when you've reached the end of your strength. Because I promise you, you are not weak. You are not failing. God is carrying you, even right now. Section 1, when life gets heavy for no reason. Let me say something honest. Sometimes life gets heavy, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you've been carrying too much for too long. And you didn't even notice when it happened. You took care of people. You showed up for them. You were their anchor, their comfort, their stability. And slowly, quietly, without warning, you started falling apart while holding everyone else together. Maybe you've been waking up tired. Maybe your mind is always racing. Maybe you cry at random times, but you wipe your tears before anyone sees. Maybe you've been saying, I'm fine, when you know you're not. Hear me, even strong people get tired. Even spiritual people get drained. Even warriors lay on the floor sometimes and whisper, God, please help me. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Section 2, the strength you lost was being used for your growth. Let me tell you a truth most people never hear. God allows strength to run out when He wants you to stop fighting battles that are not yours. Sometimes, the door didn't open because you were pushing the wrong one. The friendship fell apart because it was draining you spiritually. The opportunity ended because God knew it would break you later. The relationship stopped working because you were the only one holding it together. You kept giving. You kept trying. You kept fixing. You carried things God never asked you to carry. No wonder you're tired, but hear this. God lets your strength fail so His strength can take over. Not to punish you, not to embarrass you, but to redirect you. Section 3. The breaking point. God uses. Let me say something that might surprise you. Your breaking point is often God's doorway to breakthrough. Think of every person God used. David broke before he became king. Joseph broke before he entered the palace. Hannah broke before Samuel was born. Elijah broke even after calling down fire. Jesus Himself cried in the garden. Breaking is not failure. Breaking is a release, a holy undoing, a moment where you stop pretending to be strong and finally allow God to hold you. Some of you watching right now, God has been waiting for this moment. Not the strong version of you, not the performer, not the fixer, but the real you. The you who is tired. The you who feels alone. The you who doesn't know what to do next. God meets the real you, not the version you perform for the world. Section 4. When you can't pray the same. Let's talk about something honest. Have you noticed that when you're tired, your prayers change? You don't have long words anymore. You don't have energy for lengthy worship. Sometimes all you can say is, God, help me. or God, please, or nothing at all, just tears. And guess what? Those prayers are enough. In fact, they're the ones God responds to the fastest. Because God is not moved by long speeches. He is moved by sincerity. Sometimes your tears are prayers God understands better than your words. Section 5. God steps in when you can't step forward. Let me tell you something from my own life. Every time I reached the point where I said, I can't do this anymore, God stepped in. Not early, not when I wanted, but always right on time. And that's what's happening to you. You may not see it yet, but God is rearranging things behind the scenes. The people who left, they had to go. The door that closed, it was protection. The delay, it's alignment. The confusion, it's transition. The emptiness, it's preparation. God is not ignoring you. He is carrying you through something that will make sense later. Section 6. What to do when you're tired. Here's what you do now. Rest in God, not guilt. Stop blaming yourself for being human. Stop pretending you're okay. Talk to God honestly. He already knows anyway. Let things fall away naturally. Anything that leaves take things one day at a time. You don't have to figure out the whole future. Just walk with God today. Lean on God's strength, not your own. He is not asking you to be strong right now. He is asking you to trust Him. Finally, a word for your heart. Family. Let me look at you and say this as gently as I can. You don't have to be strong every day. God is not disappointed in you. You didn't fail. You didn't fall off spiritually. You're not losing your mind. You're tired. And God understands tired. He is carrying you right now, through the heaviness, through the questions, through the loneliness, through the tears. You're going to make it. Not because you're strong, but because God is strong for you. If this word touched your heart, type, God, please carry me, and make sure you subscribe. Next week's message will speak healing into the parts of you you've been hiding. God bless you, fam. You're not alone. You're being held. You're going to rise again.